Mauresmo, 23, 8 titles, 4th appearance here at the US Open, and has improved her performance every year by 1 round since '98. Quarterfinalist last year, as you mentioned, losing to Jennifer. And has won in Dubai and Montreal this year, semi-finalist in Paris, Antwerp and Wimbledon, and a quarter-finalist at the Australian Open. And her best ranking is 5 in the world, which was last year. Tentative start, Kathy, from Jennifer?
Well, you know,
nervy?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, she's lost twice the last 2 meetings to Mauresmo. I mean, she wants this match badly. Mauresmo, though, has come up with a couple big serves. You know, they're feeling each other out the first few games.
That's a cracker of a serve, right in the pocket from Mauresmo, who's taken or sprinted to a 1-love lead. Jennifer Capriati, what a great comeback she's had over the last few years. World #1 for 17 weeks during the latter part of 2001, then into 2002, of course.
Yeah, it really started with that 2001 Australian Open. She just kept a great season going. After everything she's been through, it's just great to see her out here. Fans appreciating it and her great play.
Yeah, she won the Australian last year, this year, and also, don't forget, she won the French. That was last year. It was an amazing year for her last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
she
really
won both
was.
the Australian and the French, Kathy, and semi-finalist at Wimbledon and the US. I actually thought she could have won Wimbledon, but she just seemed to tire mentally.
Maybe it was just too much too soon for her at that point. I mean, after everything she had been through, and then to have that fairy tale comeback, maybe 3 Grand Slams, it just,
just a bit too much, wasn't it?
Just a bit much for her, a little overwhelming at that point.
26 years old. It's hard to believe she played here in 1990 in her first match here. And then, of course, the following year's semi-finals in '91.
Well, Capriati's not happy with that call at all. It's a close one.
Well, Capriati having a little chit-chat with Alison, the umpire. But if the umpire's not 100% sure to overrule, she won't overrule. Simple as that.
Well, I think Capriati's definitely showing a little nerves. We haven't seen her yet show any in this U.S. Open.
Double break point. Saving 1. Yes, she's hardly dropped any games, has she? All straight sets, and I just think, Kathy, you might want to remark after this point, Mauresmo's victory over Clijsters, which went to 3 sets, that just sharpened up the French girl just right for this match. To love, Mauresmo, what a cracker of a start for the lady from France. And what do you think? Do you think that last match?
Oh, definitely. You know, Capriati hasn't been pushed at all. I mean, after having a match like that, a tough match and a great win over Kim Clijsters, it makes you match tough. You've already been through the tough stages of a match, whereas Jennifer Capriati, she's been cruising through her matches, hasn't been tested. She's being tested here already, though, isn't she?
She is.
I mean, Mauresmo is serving extremely well. But you see the variety in Mauresmo's game. That's what gives Capriati a lot of trouble. Those high looping forehands. She hits a hard topspin on that forehand. It's out of Capriati's strike zone. And she slices the backhand, and boy, that slice is a beauty. Sticks really low to the court. And there are no surprises in Capriati's game. She's just going to come out here and be aggressive, take this ball early, and go for her shots.
2-love, 15 all. Just 23 years old. In fact, only her 4th appearance here. Beautiful day for tennis.
Absolutely gorgeous.
We saw you playing yesterday, by the way,
Oh,
Kathy.
did you?
I want to ask you whether you won or lost. We couldn't quite work it out.
Really?
Well,
We won.
because we were we were commentating on another match, but we saw you on TV. Said that's Kathy Reynolds. I know her. Did you win?
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
had a lot of fun. It was
in
great.
Is it group stuff or
Is it what?
is it group games or? Is
Yeah,
it
it's a round
round
robin for the Masters.
So you're still in it.
We're still in. We're alive with a win. How
Only
can you
talk-
not be in with a win?
Only talk to champions. You better win.
Well, Capriati still hasn't settled down here. She better be careful or she's going to be down 3-love.
Is there still a break point though for Jennifer? 30-40. It's a long way from this match settling. Only 6 minutes gone, by the way. It's sprinted through these 3 games. Oh, that's a bit loose. Very loose from Mauresmo, and Capriati right back in the match. Mauresmo makes a mistake. Mauresmo leads 2-1 in this opening set.
2-1.
Any pattern yet, Kathy?
Well, I think both players still settling down a bit, but you know, as I've said, Mauresmo, I mean, she's a streaky player, and she's got to be consistent today. As we've said, Capriati's just been very impressive, and you know, we know Capriati's going to play well. It's going to be up to Amelie Mauresmo. Really, this match is almost in her hands a little bit, I think, because you know, she's got to keep the variety of shots going. She's got to attack that net. We haven't really seen her come to the net. She hasn't been to the net at all yet.
Just wonder how important that last game was. It was a very loose game from Mauresmo.
Well, it was a big game for her. I mean, she could have been up 3-love. I mean, she had a couple loose points. And, you know, you can't afford those loose points against these top players.
Capriati to serve, 1-2 down in this first set.
You can see Capriati didn't wait for the time to be called. She's ready to go.
She needs to get on with it.
Well, that's kind of unusual when you see a player get up, you know, in these big events before time is called. Kind of trying to rush your opponent.
Well, the faster it goes, I've always felt with Capriati, the more she enjoys it. She's staring right into the sun here. Got that little cap on, make perhaps a little difference. And Mauresmo just into a little bit of a bad spell. She got away to such a flyer, 2-love.
It's one of those streaks.
And then she could have been so easily 3-love up, and the pressure would really have been on Capriati then. Instead, it's 1-2, 30-love.
Oh, a bit of luck there.
We're going to get a net cord.
Capriati not too happy with it.
15-15.
Would you say that's ungracious? Understandable, but ungracious. You know,
Wow.
frustration. I
You know, it wasn't like, you know, Mauresmo hit a winner. I mean, it was a lucky shot, so
Just have to accept it.
it was a little frustration.
30-15. Like the idea, shame about the execution.
That's right, but she's showing you the variety that she has off that backhand. But she's going to have to make those shots. That's going to be the difference.
A lot more people coming into the stadium now for this quarterfinal match. Jennifer's first double.
That's one thing that she's struggled with a little bit so far in this event. She's had some double faults, but it hasn't been a big factor because the other parts of her game have been really on.
Well, that backhand's not going too well from Mauresmo. She seems to hit it so square, and it's allowed Capriati to level up. 2 games all. Nothing like twiddling with the strings on your racket in between the points. Just getting them back into place.
Got a couple wild fans out there.
Do you know, Kathy, there's always wild fans out there.
That's right. This is New York City. You gotta love them.
It's normal to have wild fans, isn't it?
Well, they let you know what they're feeling. They don't hold back.
It's not like Wimbledon, is it?
No. And could you imagine having a jumbotron on the center court at Wimbledon?
Never happened.
No.
What do you prefer?
It wouldn't fit in, would it?
What would you prefer? The sort of the quiet subtlety of gentleness of Wimbledon, or the mad?
You're really putting me on the spot.
Well,
I mean, this is the
American
American Championships, but I have to be honest. I mean, I played better at Wimbledon.
Did you really?
I didn't play well with all the chaos and the movement, and I mean, I liked the atmosphere, but it just didn't work well for me. The pace here is so fast.
The one thing I certainly love about this place is I love being on the Louis Armstrong Stadium court, which used to be the number one court.
Gorgeous.
I was watching a couple of matches, well, obviously Sampras against Rosetsky, and Strickoppan was playing the other night, also against Rosetsky. And the atmosphere is electric because you're so close to the action. Also, there's a grandstand court here where you can almost shake hands with the players as they...
Yeah, it's much more intimate, isn't it?
Really, really wonderful. Well, Jennifer's complaining again about a non-line call, a Mauresmo 40-15 up, and the game really stuttering along at the moment. Nothing really consistent from either player. And lots of errors. In fact, there's been 15 errors in just 5 games as Mauresmo leads by 3 games to 2. It's back on serve in this first set. Odd start, Kathy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, both players are a little tense. I mean, this is a big occasion for both of them. Mauresmo, I mean, she must be feeling pretty good about this match. Her chances of getting to the semifinals of the U.S. Open, and of course Capriati, who's lost her, so she's concerned about her. So I mean, that shows you they're both very nervous, they're both tense, both making a lot of unforced errors, they're both pressing. They just haven't settled down yet.
And the winner will have the dubious pleasure of playing either Monica Seles or Venus Williams. You would expect Venus to come through to beat
You would expect. But Seles does have a win over Venus. It was early in the year at the Australian Open. I think Venus is a different player. But boy, did Venus look vulnerable in her match yesterday.
Against Chanda.
Yes.
Rubin.
Yeah. I mean, she really, the first few matches, I mean, talk about impressive. I thought, who can beat these Williams sisters? But boy, she showed vulnerability yesterday. I mean, her forehand just left her. And, you give a lot of credit to Chanda Rubin. She came out with a game plan and she stuck to it. She knew what she wanted to do, and she did it, and she had her chances.
Jennifer Capriati is serving 2-3 down in this opening set. They both had a break apiece. Neither player finding the accuracy, the consistent accuracy that they can normally deliver. Apprehension in the air, as they say. And the errors are literally pouring forth from both of them.
Well, Mauresmo does a good job about getting Capriati out of her rhythm, doesn't she? I mean, those high bouncing balls, a lot of balls over the shoulders, a lot of low balls. She's just not able to get her rhythm.
15-30. Well, what is so interesting, Kathy, is that just in that rally, and I think one before, is that she's just playing rather gently, Mauresmo. Those top spins that you're talking about, deep and...
But they're working because they're out of that Capriati strike zone. Capriati loves it when you play against her and hit a hard, flat ball.
2 break points. So, yeah.
She just didn't do enough with that return. That was just way too short.
You can see the tactic though, but as you say, miles too short. Loopy top spins deep is the order of the day. Well, it's too loopy, too deep, too wide.
Both yet to find their timing.
Great camera angle, great play from both players. And I must say, Kathy, there seems to be a plan here from Mauresmo. You would know better. It's just this steady, loopy game, maybe waiting for the short ball. And you're quite right, disrupting Capriati. She's disturbed, isn't she?
Yes, very much so. She's mixing it up well.
There's a lovely little slice put in there, just a variation of pace.
She needs that consistency, though, that she had in that last point.
Mauresmo with a break point. Oh, good rally, wasn't it?
It
Excellent
sure
rally.
was. But you see, from the Mauresmo ball, it's preventing Capriati from playing her attacking style game. Capriati's going to have to be very patient. And she's not used to that, is she? She likes to finish off her points quickly and get on with it.
Isn't that it? Capriati likes to rush, hit the ball hard, quick in and out, and her personality is rather quick, and her whole game is being slowed down. Well spotted, Kathy. I'm pleased you're sitting here.
Oh, wow.
That
What
was
a
incredible.
terrific get. Stefano and Denise Capriati, Jennifer's parents.
This is incredible. There's a great volley. It's past her. How did she get that? She scooped it up and controlled it.
Against any other player that
Look at
would have
that.
been a winner, she should be pumped up after that. That's terrific stuff. That might be just what she needed.
She seems so determined. You can see in the eyes. So determined against Capriati, who's levelled up at 3-all. Don't know whether her eye makeup's going to run a little bit.
I've seen her throughout the 10 days or so here of this event now, and I tell you, she's extremely focused. As you said, you can read it in her eyes.
Hungry. What a beautiful day. Sun shining. We've got a good women's singles quarter-final here. It's 3-all, and the pattern is slowly beginning to develop. A good contest beginning to transpire.
Capriati is extremely fit. She's lost about 8 to 10 pounds over the last few weeks here before the U.S. Open. Her trainer's a neighbor of mine, Karen Burnett. Works her extremely hard. Travels with her to some of the events.
You love that camera shot. You're playing right in the match. You get an idea of how quick
Yes.
the ball is and how spinny the ball is and how tough this game is right at the top of its profession. It's just a...
It's still hard to get the full effect, though, unless you're there in person. It really is amazing how hard and how much spin these girls put on the ball.
3-all, 15-all. Mauresmo serving.
Oh, it's a beautiful return. Takes it nice and early.
15-30.
Second ace from Mauresmo.
30-all.
Terrific play from Mauresmo, but my word, you've got to admire Capriati running down balls after she's been well beaten, making Mauresmo play that extra shot, and surely, Kathy, that will play on Mauresmo's mind a little
That's
later
right.
on.
Well, Capriati, one of the quickest players on tour. She's going to run down a lot more balls than Mauresmo's used to. Going to give her that one extra shot.
40-30. A
Deuce.
little ambitious.
Well, it was a smart play. She just got a little tentative with it. Didn't hit through it.
3-all and deuce.
It's important on those swinging volleys that you really keep the racket head going through. Good racket acceleration.
Advantage Mauresmo.
So far, Mauresmo's serve has helped her out in this game. And some nice free points.
So Mauresmo squeezes home in the vital 7th game. 4-3 she leads in the opening set.
Mauresmo leads 4 games to 3.
Well, I think now the battle is really engaged, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this is, you know, different styles of game. And turning out to be pretty good. We're having some great rallies. Both finding the rhythm. The sense that they've both settled into this match now.
I think the nerves have gone.
Music the last time. This is the first time they're playing music in between the points and between the games. It's not music.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
I have to say, this year, if I'm right, it's the first time we've played music in between games. I find it very disconcerting because if you're out there watching, you can't talk to the person that you're with. It's so noisy.
I
And
thought
for the
that they
players-
have been playing
Have they?
music. That's what
Last
I thought
year?
off the Jumbotron this year.
They have been, they
but
have
it's
been
bothering Jennifer. I mean, it's been interesting. I mean, I've seen her in her last few matches looking up at the Jumbotron, kind of watching, you know, the last few points, or they
Yes.
show points from
Yes.
another match, and she was watching. And I believe they have played some music.
They have. I just think it's...
She said that, you know, she was complaining that they haven't played music.
No,
Could
they
you
have.
please check and have them turn it off?
Yeah. And I think they'll agree, won't they? If she wants it off, it has to be off, surely.
I don't know.
Nevertheless, Capriati is serving at 3-4 down in this opening set.
I don't think they've had many complaints. I mean, this is, you know, we're well into the second week of the Open. You know, if you had complaints, you probably should have.
Said it before.
Yes.
Maybe she did. Maybe they didn't play it during her matches.
Oh, that's a beautiful passing shot. She was under a lot of pressure.
30 love.
$30 love to Capriati. Cloud cover over the court now. She's running down the boards, Capriati.
She's having to.
Putting extra pressure on him, still, no question. 40 love. Way out as the sun comes out. That's for you.
4 games in.
Well, coming to the crucial stages now of this first set. Jennifer admiring pictures of herself. Look at the jumbotron.
Beautiful play from Mauresmo.
15 all.
Got the short ball and attacked. She's got Capriati guessing.
Getting those high topspin drives deep and settling the American.
That's a tough shot, David, because it's got a lot of topspin, but she hits it hard. She hits it with a lot of pace. So the ball's really jumping up over the Capriati shoulders, and that's a tough ball to hit. Sabatini used to play a little bit like that, and it's tough to hit those balls over your shoulders all day. Can't afford any loose points, though. She's got to make Capriati play.
Hitting that ball hard, Capriati from the baseline, and Mauresmo couldn't quite control it enough.
Right here, she had a chance to go to that open court, but she went right back to Capriati and got herself in trouble. Didn't do enough with that approach shot.
Great point to Capriati. If she succeeds, she would have won 5 of the last 7 games. And she has succeeded, but not the way she thought she was going to succeed. The second double to Mauresmo has given Capriati a 5-4 lead, and Capriati really is now ahead in confidence and also ahead on the scoreboard. I think they've actually made the music louder this time.
Well, and it's funny that this song is the theme song from the sitcom over here at Friends, which there's been a lot of talk about Jennifer Capriati and her close friend Matthew Perry, who appears on that show, so she's kind of smiling.
Like heavy metal.
I don't really think she wants it on, does she?
No, she's complaining about it. But you know what she's got to forget about? She needs to focus on what she's doing. I mean, they've been doing this throughout the tournament. I think, she's just feeling the tension from this match. I don't think it would bother her if she were ahead, 6-1, 3-1, or what have you, if she was winning easier. But this is a fight out here for her.
But she's really come through the last few games. She's 2
She
love
has.
down and now 5-4 up with the break.
And you have
to.
You have to wonder if this occasion is becoming too big for Amelie Mauresmo. I mean, when she beat Capriati at Wimbledon, it was on one of the outside courts. It wasn't on a big show court.
Time.
Jennifer Capriati is serving for the opening set after 32 minutes against French opponent Amelie Mauresmo. And the way she's playing, she's certainly taken a hold of this match. Won 5 of the last 7 games, having trailed by 2 games to love. She's now settling into a pretty good rhythm. really her athleticism is really important in this match.
Well, I think fitness is a big part of the Capriati game. I mean, she's one of the quickest players, and when she's fit, she's tough to beat. That's why she can be so competitive with the Williams sisters. She's a tremendous athlete herself, quick around the court, got all the power she needs.
It's 3 set points for Jennifer Capriati, and you just feel that Mauresmo has to be a little bit more positive. It was a positive backhand down the line, but the middle part of the rally she's got to be much more positive, and Capriati is really beginning to control this match. 3 set points, 5-4, 40 love. There it is. First ace to Capriati. What a time to deliver. She takes the opening set 6 games to 4. Well deserved, I would think.
Well, she should be, yeah, she played a terrific first set. She hung in there. But again, Mauresmo, we saw a little streakiness in there. You have to be consistent. She had Capriati guessing a little bit early on in the set, but then the air started coming in. She started pressing a little, going for too much too soon. And here's the first set summary. Mauresmo with a higher percentage of first serve, 2 aces. Winners go more to the Capriati side, but look at the unforced errors, and that's what it's come down to. Mauresmo has just been a little too streaky with 18 unforced errors.
Now, what do you think Mauresmo should do from her point of view? She's only won 2 of the last 8 games, and she hasn't really got into that lovely rhythm that she can deliver, because she can hit the ball quite hard as well.
Right. Well, she's mixing it up. She just needs to tighten up the game a little bit. Too many unforced errors. It's just not going to work against Capriati.
And hit the ball a little bit harder?
Well, I think, again, I don't think she wants to get into a slugfest with Capriati, sit back there and try and out-hit her. But I think, again, she needs to mix it up. She needs to slice. She needs to hit the hard topspin, high balls, and come through when she gets the opportunity. She's got to take them and hit through the ball, like you said, and put a little more pace on those shots.
As for Jennifer, she just has to keep doing what she's doing.
Yeah, she's playing well. She's moving well. She's being patient and waiting for her opportunities.
Time.
It's a 1:15 here in New York in the afternoon, the 10th day of the US Open Tennis Championships. Welcome, this is Dave Luddy with Kathy Rinaldi, watching an intriguing quarterfinal battle in the women's singles between Jennifer Capriati there, who's just taken the first set by 6 games to 4, winning 6 of the last 8 games and moving really well. Her athleticism really being an important part of her winning lead so far, and Amelie Mauresmo is starting off the second set on serve. Bright sunny day, fans are beginning to come in fact it's reasonably full now. Capriati really beginning to control this match. The winner to play Monica Seles against or Venus Williams. That match is being played this evening under the lights. Must just have hit the outside edge of the line there.
15-30.
Capriati known for painting many of the lines on the court.
Mauresmo though, just lacking just a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of energy. She seems just a little bit flat, serving right into the sun.
Again, making Mauresmo hit a few extra shots to win that point.
I just think the telling factor, Patrick, is her athleticism, particularly in this match. I don't think I've seen her move this quickly for a long time.
Yeah, she's looking really good out there.
I saw her play Hingis in that final in Australia, and she was quick, but she's much quicker now. Look at the turn. And she's quick enough to get into position to deliver that backhand drive.
She has one of the best returns in the game, David. I mean, she's got great anticipation, always moving forward, catching that ball early, putting you under a lot of pressure.
Break point right at the start of this second set. Oh, it's a wonderful shot from Mauresmo. And a good rally from both players. And Mauresmo really does need some inspiration here, and that was an inspired shot. There's juice in this opening game of this second set.
It was a nice first serve from Mauresmo, and it's good timing. She needs to get into the second set right away. You don't want to let Capriati get on too far ahead of you.
Well, 3 great rallies from Mauresmo. She's put back-to-back 3 points. It was earned at the opening game, and that's the level she has to play at, surely. Opening game to Mauresmo. And that is her best spell. It's taken 42 minutes to deliver those back-to-back rallies.
But can Mauresmo keep that kind of play up consistently for the whole set? That's the question. You know she's can play like that, but it's a big match, tough conditions.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Now
That
it's
is tremendous.
Mauresmo's turn to show off her athleticism.
The execution was excellent. It's taking a little time in between the points just to get the heartbeat back a bit slower. Capriati pressing hard here.
15.
Bit loose, wasn't it?
Yeah, again, that's what's hurt her today, those loose shots.
Capriati at 30-15, as you can see, trailing 1-love in this second set.
Oh, that's terrific stuff. Mauresmo going behind Capriati.
38.
It's Mauresmo who looks a little more tired between points.
Well, she just had those 4 tremendous rallies, didn't she? She won the lot. But it seems to have taken a lot of energy away from her. Capriati holds 1-1, second set.
1 game.
Well, that was a serve of a tired player.
Looked like her leg was bothering
Yeah,
her a little
I
bit
thought
too,
so
like she
too.
was not pushing off.
Absolutely, I think you're dead right. And I have noticed some very slow serves. There was one second serve of just 60 miles an hour, and the weight comes forward on that left leg. And I think you're right, Kathy. She's not really pushing off, is she? We've seen her serve much
Right,
faster than this.
exactly. That's what I said in the beginning of the match. I'm wondering how much that's going to hamper her. I mean, you know, you've got to be completely fit when you're going to play Capriati.
15-0.
But I have to say, she's been moving awfully well.
Side to side.
Side to side.
But on
and
that serve, isn't it, you have to put the weight so heavily on that left foot, on the left leg, and push off. (30-15). Capriati standing in for this second. And punishing it, and I really feel something's wrong there. 70 miles an hour second serve.
30 all.
well, she had that tough match, 2-hour match with Kim Kleisters.
30 all. I really feel that leg is just hindering her. I really do. She did everything right there. Automatic. Look at this. Nice approach. Capriati a little stretched, but it's a ball that...
Yeah, she didn't quite get up to that soon
Absolutely,
enough. She
yeah.
let that ball drop.
And she needed to, with that left leg, to stride in and put weight on that left leg. And I think this is a major factor now as a break point to Capriati. Golden opportunity then.
Deuce.
He has delivered a 110 miles an hour serve. The fastest.
She was completely late on that backhand.
Advantage Capriati.
Really taking her time between points.
Yeah, she's suffering leg ailments and breathing difficulties.
Well, she spent a lot more time on her in her first 4 rounds on the court than Capriati has. Didn't bother on that serve.
No problem at all. The races to Amelie Mauresmo. One to
Deuce.
Capriati. Very loose from Capriati.
Advantage Mauresmo.
She certainly has had her chances here on the Mauresmo serve. She's got to be a little careful too, David. She doesn't want to get Mauresmo back into this match, and because when she's hot, she's hot.
Well, 102 mile an hour serve, full face. And Mauresmo leads by 2 games to 1, and all 3 of the games in this set could have gone to the receiver. Capriati does like looking at the screen. I must say, Leighton Hewitt, who plays a little later today against Yunus El Anui, he says he never looks at the screen. Never looks up, just in his own world. And there's a lot that can be done when you're sitting down 90 seconds. You can think about it, you can relax. You must have done in your day. Your 90 seconds
Yeah, I
worth.
think everybody's different, though. You know, I mean, I think for some people to look up there, they're not thinking. I mean, for some players, it's better not to think too much. For others, they need to tell themselves to go through the rituals when they sit down, breathe and think about what you're doing out there and to be more focused. And it's been fun to see everyone's, response to the Jumbotron.
The Jumbotron at both ends this year.
Time.
And they've got big screens out on the forecourt as well. Jennifer Capriati serving at 1-2 as the fans continue to pour into this Arthur Ashe Stadium. And mistake again.
59.
Just wonder whether the movement is really hindered, certainly on the backhand, by this leg. It's in.
Oh, she got lucky and she knows it. I don't think she was trying to make it that good. But Mauresmo's lob was way too short.
It's an easy put away. Short pull, straight pull. 40 love, this for 2 all.
40 love.
Didn't go across court, didn't go down the line, aiming straight at Jennifer. Missed. 2 all.
An easy hold for Capriati. There's my husband.
The man with his legs up. Does he know you're here with me?
Yes, he does.
Oh, that's good.
My son's there, but
Now, why did
they
they
cut him out
why did they move in on him?
because he's a good-looking guy.
How many years have you been married, Kathy?
Coming up on 9.
Oh, how lovely. That's sweet. Thank you, Mr. Director. You were surprised, weren't you?
Yes. I had to look twice. I'm like, I know that guy. Who is that?
Oh, it's a man I know after 9 years.
It's my high school sweetheart.
Oh, isn't that lovely? You must tell me more later.
30 love.
Oh, we're having a lot of quick points.
Two all, 30 love. Oh, that's this 40 left.
40 left.
Well, this is a match that has really sort of spluttered, then it's had a good spell, and it's spluttering again. Well, an easy hold for Mauresmo. She leads 3-2.
Mauresmo leads 3 games to 2.
Well, you just feel this set is just meandering along, and when it comes to crunch time, around about the 4-3 mark.
It's kind of started off like the first set, and then when they get to, like you said, they get to crunch time,
They start to up the standard.
start to up the ante.
Did you do that in your matches? You know, you sort of played at sort of a reasonable, nice, steady level, and when it came to 3 or 4, you thought, I'm going to increase the tempo.
Well, I didn't really go out there with that kind of mindset. I mean, I went out there to start with game 1, and I mean, you know, some matches just end up that way, but I don't think any players go out there to kind of play close and then wait till 3 all, 4 all. I mean, that's not what you want to do. And I don't think Capriati does that at all. I mean, when she goes out to play, as you can tell, I mean, her longest match has been 1 hour and 6 minutes. I mean, she goes out there to win every game, and she wants to win as quickly as possible. But, you know, it's Mauresmo who's taking that a little bit away from Capriati, though, because she's so unpredictable. I mean, she can come up with a big shot, or she can make the loose air. So, you know, she keeps her opponents guessing, and that's hard to play against. It's hard to get any rhythm against a player like that.
Capriati out of the blocks very quickly. Time still to be called. It's just called now. And he's always wanting to get on with the game. Jennifer Capriati is set up, 2-3 down. Is serving. Went slightly off its target there.
I'm not quite sure what she was trying to accomplish with that volley. Looked like she was going to just drop it over the net, and then at the last second changed her mind.
All the other errors are flowing fast. It's been 40 in total in this match, which is only a set and a half hold, and coming up to an hour's play. It's a lot of errors. And another one, again on the backhand from Mauresmo.
That was a good first serve by Capriati. She jammed Mauresmo right into her body. She just couldn't get out of the way of it in time. Well, big opportunity here from Amelie Mauresmo to take control of the second set.
I'll tell you what's so difficult about that rally, which ended with that Mauresmo mistake. The light is like a switch in a bedroom. The light was going on and off as the cloud cover came over the sun. It went from dark to bright and bright to dark. And I think that's really difficult when you're playing at this level.
Oh, it is. That grandstand court's famous for those the shade and Shadows. Well, she gets another opportunity. And she really needs to convert here.
That's too good. Much too good for Capriati, and Mauresmo is 4-2 ahead. After just an hour and 1 minute.
She really constructed those points well. She wasn't pressing, forcing her way in. Waited for her opportunity. A little change of rackets for Capriati.
Serving as usual.
Mauresmo trying to surprise Capriati, but that drop shot just wasn't good enough. She had plenty of time to pick where she wanted to go with that shot.
She's certainly taking her time.
Sporting a tattoo.
Stick-on variety. Well, love 40, and Mauresmo, who did so well to break Capriati in the last game, is on the verge of losing that advantage. It's like when she puts in a massive effort, it takes her a long time to recover from it. 5 miles an hour.
Or could it be that she's just trying to take her time between points because she knows Capriati plays at a fast pace?
I think you're
Wants
right.
to do everything she can to break up the Capriati rhythm.
Standing well wide of that centre service line. There's the break back. Capriati back in this set on serve now. She'll serve the level up at 4-all. It's 3-4 and set up to Capriati.
4 games to 3.
That was a crucial game, Cappy. If Mauresmo had held there and she lost it, what, to 15, you would have almost said the set was hers.
Yeah, I mean, she looked good to get up to 4-2. Just gave back the break.
Now, this is similar to the first set. She made a really good start 2-love when Capriati was a bit edgy and had an opportunity to go 3-love and missed out. And you only get these chances once or twice a set, and you just feel this could be a chance, a big chance that is gone.
She just hasn't been able to string them together. We'll see if she can close out this second set. She's certainly not making it easy on herself, though.
How well do you think she's playing compared with that big win over Kincaster's?
Well, you know, it's hard to string big wins together as well. I mean, she could be having a little letdown. I mean, that was a great match. 7-5 in the third, she won. You know, she could be having a little bit of a mental breakdown.
So the right leg of Mauresmo off the floor.
Time.
Both feet and then pushes off. Similar finishes. Capriati 3-4 in serving, with the wind just beginning to gust through the stadium. The sun's decided to come out, or the clouds are thinning above. That backhand side has really delivered a lot of errors from Mauresmo. She's gone back into her bad spell, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice first serve from Capriati, but, you know, she should be able to make contact and get that ball back in play. She's struggling.
Capriati is sprinting here towards levelling this match up to 4-all. Well, she's just placing it on the Mauresmo backhand, and Mauresmo is obliging by putting the ball out. You can see Capriati didn't even put much pace into the ball. She just played it into the backhand and said, Mauresmo, you're going to hit the ball out, aren't you?
You wonder what's going through Mauresmo's mind. I mean, she got to the point at 4-2 because she was taking her time, moving the ball around, you know, mixing it up, and then taking her opportunity. She's just rushing through these points. There are no rallies. She's just giving it to her.
Absolutely, 4-all. Now we're coming to the sharp end of this set, maybe even of the match. And that was an 86-mile-an-hour serve. Missed, of course. Fourth double fault, and you just feel Mauresmo's gone back into a shell again. She did sparkle a couple of times, but now you think Capriati is going to pounce like a panther on this. That was good deep forehand from Mauresmo.
And Capriati hitting the balls up the hill didn't really do too much to hurt Mauresmo in that point. And if you're Capriati, you want to go ahead and take control while your opponent's down. Try and finish this match off. You don't want to give her too many opportunities to get back into these points and into the match.
She wants to really deliver those drives deep into Mauresmo's backhand and out to the angle. 4-all, 15-all, second set. Change of angle.
That deep serve that set that point up for Mauresmo. Beautiful forehand. Sneaks into the net. Gets the volley behind Capriati once again. Again, Mauresmo taking her time, working the point.
40-40.
Got to cut down on those loose airs to stay in this match.
It's surprising how her standard of play has varied so much. There was really good example of how well she can play, and then she stumbles into 3 or 4 points playing badly. That's the one.
That was a terrific return. Ball landed near the baseline.
40-30.
Set up that easy backhand winner. Mauresmo, though, with one more chance to hold.
Well, a bit of a loose shot there from Capriati, and Mauresmo leads 5-4 in this second set. That's one, as you see, the first set. It's all very strange. It's not the highest quality tennis that we have seen this year at this US Open Tennis Championships, but it makes an interesting finish to this second set, whichever way it goes. But there's so many errors, and then occasionally these bright spells.
Well, it's Capriati having more success up at the net. 8 of 10, 80%. 21 up at the net. And, there's not much difference, really. Although Capriati has improved her percentage from the first set to the second set on first serves.
Getting more and more people coming in to watch this match. And the one to follow, Leighton Hewitt, the world number one, the US Open champion, the Wimbledon champion, against the Moroccan, Younes El Enoui.
Who are you picking for that one?
Oh, I have to go for Leighton.
Yeah. He played that terrific match against James Blake, and he's tough.
He's the equivalent of the Williams sisters, in the sense that the Williams sisters are so far ahead of everybody in the
Time.
women's game, and Leighton Hewitt is way above everybody in the men's. He's tough to beat. Jennifer Capriati at the far end, serving, save this second set, 4-5 down.
I almost feel like both players waiting to see who's going to make the first mistake, playing it safe.
Bit negative, isn't it? 31 unforced errors from Mauresmo. Jennifer, 20. That's 32. That's 3 unforced errors in one game. Not under any tremendous pressure at all. Quarterfinal, obviously, Jennifer. Return from Mauresmo.
14-15.
Yeah, she's hanging on here.
40-30.
Surprised to see Capriati not capitalize on that short ball.
Well, 4 errors. Cost Mauresmo the game, and it's 5-all.
5 games in.
about controlled the ball. Just about.
And Mauresmo was looking for that Capriati cross-court passing shot.
15 love.
She's burned her a few times, Capriati has.
The sun right behind her now. Serving into Capriati's, and with the sun shining into Capriati's eyes.
Capriati got caught. She hesitated.
30 love.
She knows it.
Is that a swing and hope, Kathy, do you think?
Well, that's more like Capriati right there. Attacking.
30-15.
She's played the last few games a little tentatively. She's got to stick to her games. That's where Capriati's her best. Attacking, being aggressive.
30-15, 5-all. And he's pulled it back from 30 down to 30-all on the Mauresmo serve. Every point now crucial. It's break point to Capriati with her serve to follow.
30-14.
Upping the tempo. Oh, it's overhit from Mauresmo, and Capriati has made the vital breakthrough in this set. She leads 6-5 and will now serve for the match. Capriati there, Kathy, really upped up. The air of anticipation of an American victory, which would guarantee an all-American semi-final. Salish or Venus Williams the next opponent. In fact, it would mean all-America. Mauresmo, the last non-American left in the championship. Capriati is serving at 6-5. This is for the match.
Overrule.
Alison Lang calling it out, not called by the baseline judge. No complaints really from Capriati, just confirming that it was out. Hour and 21 minutes gone. clearly out that one. Not at the right time, I'm afraid, for Capriati. Second. 15:30. That seemed to help. Just the moment of truth, it's just what I was saying before, Kathy. I just wonder, and I know she's lost to Amelie Mauresmo. It just plays in her head. You don't think it does?
I don't think that plays in her head. I think maybe that she wants this so badly is what's where the pressure's coming from.
2 breakout points from Mauresmo to force a tie-break in this second set. It's a tie-break. Could be any. Could go any way now with Mauresmo. Surprisingly, having dropped her serve just before, has broken back immediately, and you have to say, really, it was Jennifer Capriati dropping her serve. It was all her errors. So into this tiebreaker. Capriati's won all her matches so easily, she hasn't bothered with a tie-break in this championship.
Oh, that's terrific stuff and gutsy play by Jennifer Capriati.
1-1.
Beautiful backhand cross court, sneaks into the net.
Good control.
Gets it to the open court.
Mauresmo just the one tiebreaker she's played.
Net
That
for
was
serve.
against Cristina Torrens Valero of Spain. Oh, she's missed it.
Just barely missed it wide. Well, you can feel her tension, can't you?
She's pressing too much. She pressed too hard in her service game, and now she's pressing too hard in this double, in this tiebreak.
Need to take a couple deep breaths here.
2-1 to Mauresmo with the mini break, serving into the sun. Well, that second serve, which was only 67 miles an hour, well and truly punished. And Capriati had made up her mind on that because she stood well in. And made sure she could hit it on her forehand. That's 2-2. Oh, we've seen a few of those coming off the frame on the backhand from Mauresmo. She's just dipping into one of those barren spells, and it's coming at the wrong time. 3-2 Capriati. Broken both of Mauresmo's serves, now leads with a mini break. Missed.
3-1.
Round they go. Every 6 points. Will they come back this way again?
This makes for good drama.
Tie breaks are absolutely wonderful for tennis.
Stefano Capriati trying to encourage Jennifer. Beautiful one-handed backhand. Great racket acceleration.
Mauresmo now with her 2 serves. She has a mini break. Five, 3. We could be heading for a third and final set here in this quarterfinal.
We just don't know though yet. This match is taking many turns.
Many twists. Oh, Capriati needed that one and she delivered. She won a crucial point there.
That was gutsy, stepping in and off that return to serve.
Over the highest part of the net. 4-5, Capriati. Oh, that's a loose shot. It's 2 set points for Mauresmo to level this match up after an hour and a half. Well, this will get the blood stirring in the crowd. And they're giving the American a lot of support. Well, that was a corker.
No hesitation there.
Right at the top of the bounce, a la Agassi. Right at the top of the bounce.
That's what we're used to seeing Capriati do, is step into those balls.
Well, here's Mauresmo on her serve now. She's still got this 1 set point to level up. You can't get more crucial than this. And she's done it. A good serve, a good return from Capriati. But at the end of the day, Mauresmo has squeezed out that second set tiebreaker by 7 points to 5. It's 1 set all, and if you talk about drama, I think we have a drama.
Absolutely. I'm in shock. I really thought Capriati would take control. After Mauresmo led 4-2, Capriati got back into the match. I really thought the match would be over.
She served for the match, didn't she?
She sure did. She just got a little tentative. And you were right. I just think she wants this match so badly.
Pressed too hard. At 6-5 in games, she just pressed too hard. She was serving. She made too many errors. A little bit of patience would have paid rich reward, I think. And even in that tiebreak, she produced 2 wonderful shots, but the bread and butter, the silly errors, have cost her dearly. And I don't think Mauresmo has really raised her game in the last few games.
No, she did. I mean, she played it a little bit more patiently in that tiebreak, but she really hasn't. I mean, it's just been up and down for both players. You look at the second set summary, the winners, there's not many winners. I mean, 9 winners for Capriati only in 2 sets of tennis is unbelievable, with 18 unforced errors. Mauresmo 19 unforced errors.
This is just the second set, of course. 9 winners in the second set. And Mauresmo 12 winners. Now when you look at it, there's not that much difference, is there?
No, there really isn't.
So at the end of the day, it's all in the head, isn't it?
It has
and
been out here
tactics.
today. It really has been. It's who's going to want it more, maybe.
Well, Capriati wants it, I think.
Yeah,
It's the way she goes about it. And I think you do have to bring in, surely, Kathy, quite a bit of patience. And she played the wrong tactic at the wrong time. Or the wrong tactic at the right time, whichever way you want to look at it.
Let's see how she starts off in this third set.
Final set, Jennifer Capriati to serve.
As you heard Alison Lang saying, final set. Jennifer Capriati to serve.
15 love.
So 15
15
all. Well, she's playing on the Mauresmo backhand, and would you believe it? Once that backhand found its target. 15-30. Would we be in for an upset today? On paper, at least. Rushing along.
She has problems on that second serve because that toss gets way out to the side of her, way out to the right. Just to chase it.
Break point right at the start of this final set. Well, just adding up the errors, 68 so far in 2 sets. That is quite a lot.
You heard Capriati before looking across the net saying these points really aren't too long, are they? She's getting a little frustrated with Amelie Mauresmo taking her time between points. It's not slowing, it's not affecting though, Mauresmo.
She's allowed 25 seconds. In between. Yeah, Pete Sampras tying up his shoelace the other day. Took 35 seconds. That backhand going back to where it was.
You know, to get back to what Capriati said, David, I think that's a little frustration coming out and a little more tension that she's showing. Because as you said, it's Mauresmo's right to take her time between points.
Backhand again. Just won't find its target, will it?
Just up and down.
Just the one went in. What a beautiful shot it was in this game. But 1 out of about 3 or 4 is not good enough. Now Capriati has the advantage on her serve right at the start of this final set. So Capriati squeezes out the first game of the final set. And mightily relieved she will be. And for the second successive match, Amelie Mauresmo is into a 3-setter. Mauresmo to serve. Good deep shot out from Capriati.
And Mauresmo needs to be careful now. She had chances to win that first game. Now Capriati's come back. It's 30 all. A little bit of trouble here on her own serve.
What a good serve from Mauresmo. One game all in this final set. I think you could really call this match as becoming quite a struggle for both of them. And she's just, I don't know, she's just having a look at her leg. Is Mauresmo's.
Capriati going to another racket now. This is her third one. Not feeling comfortable today.
I wonder if there's some seeds of doubt coming into Capriati's mind. Can't put Mauresmo away, having had the chances to do so. Having served for the match in the second set. Quite clearly, Mauresmo is taking her time. Let's see, Capriati bouncing the ball about 10 times, wants to get on with it. As Kathy has said, 25 seconds she is allowed. She's not even taking half that time. One all, 30 all. Capriati getting more and more excited.
She needs to calm down right now, though. She's got to forget about that second set and the frustration she's feeling. The reality is that she's in the third set and she needs to play in the now.
Well, that was a shot of frustration, and I just wonder now whether Mauresmo is finally getting to Capriati.
She put everything she had into that shot. Wow, just barely wide.
Big point chance for Mauresmo. This could be it.
Oh, boy.
Can you believe it?
Well, that one extra shot that Capriati made her play paid off this point. She covered a lot of ground, Capriati. Mauresmo just not able to do enough with her overheads, and had all she had to do was get that ball over the net.
Know the feeling well. That could be a massive turning point in this set and in this match. Deuce. Remember, that was a chance for Mauresmo to go 2-1 ahead. Deuce, second serve, 1-1, final set. Oh, a weak backhand.
And David, I agree with you. I think this is a massive turnaround right here. Capriati was clearly frustrated. Mauresmo was controlling the points. That was just enough to get Capriati going again.
Now, if Capriati can squeeze home in this game, she's going to be elated. Well, that's a better smash, wasn't it?
Much better. Remember now, Mauresmo had chances on Capriati's first service game of this third set. Gotta wonder how many chances she can afford to give away.
Another double with Capriati. And here is a chance for Mauresmo to break.
She's only 3 of 11 break points.
Fourth double that was for Jennifer. There it is. Mauresmo has broken to lead 2-1 with the break of serve, and you just felt that Capriati was going to make the breakthrough. Here's the score. Just thought that big point was going to make the difference, Kathy, but it turned out that it wasn't going to make the difference.
No, Mauresmo hung in there. Now we see her, she's going off to take a bathroom break.
Followed by a male line judge.
That's right, they stay close to you when you
stand.
That's right, making sure she's not going to get any, meet up with her coach or.
How's Jennifer feeling?
I'm sure she's frustrated. I mean, now Mauresmo's starting to put her game together a little bit more and starting to string the points along, which she's been unable to do until the end of that second set when it really counted for Capriati.
Well, Mauresmo did have that great chance to make sure she was going to lead 2-1 when she missed that volley. After a terrific athletic recovery from Capriati. And you felt with Capriati winning that point, she was going to storm through that game and be right on top of the world. Instead, she's sitting there thinking, why am I not off the court, back in the locker room, having won the match and into the semi-final?
Well, she's got to forget about that, though. You can't sit there and, you know, I'm sure it's hard when you're frustrated, but you got to put it out of your mind now, and you really need to focus on what you need to do to win this match. She's going for another racket now. That shows you that conditions just aren't perfect for her out here. And
in her mind?
In her mind. I mean, you know, she's switching with the equipment. She's not happy.
But what surprises
frustrated.
What surprises me, Kathy, in this situation, a lot of players, I know you say they're all different. She's in a very tight situation here. It could go either way. She's looking around. That means she's not concentrating. I've always believed you have to be within yourself and concentrate about you. When you look at, say, someone like Pete Sampras, he's never looking around.
But
even Hewitt.
Yeah, I know, but that's Jennifer Capriati. She plays at a very fast pace. She doesn't want to sit down there for the full time. She wants to get on with it. And I think, you know, she's just she's not patient. I think that's her personality.
And isn't that what's costing her this match?
It is, because the conditions aren't perfect for her today. I mean, Mauresmo's mixing up her game. She's not giving her the rhythm that Capriati's used to. You know, she's taking her time between points. She's frustrated with her equipment.
Therefore, being a little patient would help. Well, they're still waiting for Amelie Mauresmo, and
Capriati's moving out to the court now. You know, that's impatience.
Well, there's only a certain amount of time, and if Amelie Mauresmo here is back, but if she hadn't got back, she would have just been called and lost a point.
This is true.
And for some reason, they have taken rather a long time. But over the 90 seconds, that's for sure. Time is called.
You get the feeling that Capriati is trying to rush her opponent a little bit by not sitting the full time and wants to get on with it.
Amelie Mauresmo is leading by 2-1 with a break of serve. The number 10 seed, world rank 9, playing Jennifer Capriati, seeded 3 and world rank 3. We're already knocked out the 7th seed, Kim Kleisters. 2 sets.
Beautiful forehand. Stepping up to the plate now. You can feel that she wants to try and make something happen here.
Patience paid dividends for Capriati. And is now 15-30 up on the Mauresmo serve. We've had 3 very tough games in this, to the start of this final set.
You gotta think that they're saving their best talents for this third set.
Because they are. Mauresmo putting some good shots there.
She's really taken away Capriati from being able to play her own game. Again, using those shots, mixing them up well. Those high topspin.
At this point, for a 3-1 lead in this final set. +2 in the afternoon here in New York. The sun beating down now. Well, she tried the drop shot, wasn't good enough. Mauresmo is now 3-1 up in this quarterfinal battle, final set.
Wow, what a turnaround.
Massive.
I mean, now Mauresmo's doing a great job by not letting Jennifer play her game.
Just when I think about it, Mauresmo's won 5 of the last 6 games, including that tiebreaker. And Capriati serving for the match.
This is a huge game for both players. Mauresmo could really pull away here, winning this game, and Capriati needs it to stay close.
Well, we've seen her pull back from a worse situation. She was training Martina Hingis, 4 match points in the Australian Open final.
Oh, she just got it. Just clipped the line here.
Sprinting to 40 love. She could so easily be 4 love down, actually, Capriati. For this, it would be 3-2 down only. And it is only 3-2 down. That's the way to look at it. Mauresmo leads 3-2. Final set, she's got the break of serve.
Mauresmo leads 3 games to 2.
And Jennifer's certainly going to feel a little bit better after that game. Kathy, to love.
Well, it's nice to get a quick game like that, an easy game when you're down 3-1. See what she can do on the Mauresmo serve. See if Amelie Mauresmo can keep up this high quality of play throughout this third set. That's been her problem. She's just been up and down, up and down.
Pretty much dead level, isn't it? Points
Yes.
won. Just that first set. Even then, she was leading up 2 love in that opening set. It was Mauresmo. You can see the breeze is really building up down there.
Well, you don't really see it, but when you're out there, and it's not just blowing one way on this stadium, it swirls.
Bit of a tornado effect, is it?
Exactly.
Well, time has not been called, but Capriati is already ready to play.
I think she's trying to make a little bit of a statement with that move, or?
I think she's, as you've described it,
Time.
impatient, doesn't use that time.
It's uncomfortable, though. I've been in that situation where a player is rushed out there and you're left sitting, waiting for the time call, and it is uncomfortable.
Amelie Mauresmo has remained pretty calm throughout this match. He is the one who's been patient. It may pay the reward she's seeking. 3-2 up, serving, and has won the opening point.
15 love.
Oh, I do like her calmness.
Yes,
She hasn't-
even when she's been, struggled with all her unforced errors, she really has remained calm and positive throughout this entire match so far.
A lot of topspin in that drive, but floating out.
15-13.
Well, this is a critical game for Mauresmo. She does not want to lose her lead here.
And how important, very quickly, Kathy, is the crowd for Capriati here?
Well, obviously this crowd's going to back the American player, born here in New York.
15-30. And again, she's taking her time. And she's allowed to. 25 seconds. Not rushing.
Oh, coming up with some big first serves this game, just when she needs them.
Fifth ace. It's come at the right time. It's 40-30 and this for 4-2. Oh, that's wonderful. What a time to do that. Came into the net, good punch backhand volley off the tips of her toes. And she's 4-2 up in this final set. 2 hours exactly on court. And Capriati has really got to lift her game.
Well, David, Mauresmo coming up with her best play of the day in this third set. If she can keep this up, you got to think things are looking good for her.
She's timed it right, hasn't she? She's going to play her best. Do it at the end. Well, that is quite remarkable. There are two shots there, smack in the corner, with just a little topspin floating along. Paid huge dividends. And Jennifer, I think, is going to change her racket again. Yep, she swapped rackets.
Yeah.
Is that fifth or sixth?
That's about her fifth or, yeah, I think it's about her fifth racket.
Director right on the case here. And
That's a sign of frustration. But now this crowd's getting into this, trying to back Capriati up, trying to get her back into this match.
15-30. And Capriati should have no complaint about Mauresmo taking her time. All within the rules. It's a combination, isn't it? It's Capriati wanting to play it really fast and Mauresmo playing it pretty much at a normal pace. Oh, she attempted a floater. Didn't quite come off. And you've got to take the hat off to Mauresmo, haven't you? The tactics have been very good.
Yeah, you do, but this is a big game.
Hand up from Mauresmo. Hang on, I'm not ready. Well, it's second serve. Oh, she's missed it. How important will that be? It was 30 all, 4-2 to Mauresmo on the Capriati serve. And I tell you, if I missed that, I would have been...
Well, it's amazing,
Waiting,
David. She had that open court. She hit it. She should have hit it to the opposite side. Instead, she went for the more difficult angle.
That is an incredible
This
miss.
could be another turning point.
40-30, Capriati. Quiet, please. Capriati doesn't miss the overhead. And it's 4-3 when it could so easily have been 5-2. In fact, Mauresmo could have been even home. That is a surprise. Mauresmo leads 4-3, and she's still got the break though, of course.
Well, the drama continues here.
Got to actually say it would have been a double break, and it would have been pretty much the end of the match, I would have thought. Mauresmo still has a break, and because she is so patient, because she is very calm, because she's playing the match at her pace, the way she wants to play it, I've got to say she is in control.
She has the edge. I mean, clearly she's handling the situation much better than Capriati. Capriati's very frustrated. She's shown her frustration, you know, especially between the points. She's frustrated with Mauresmo taking her time, her rackets, her equipment, the music from the Jumbotron. She's clearly having a rough day today dealing with everything going on around her. But on the other hand, can Mauresmo keep it together? That's the question. She's been very up and down. You know, she's let a couple opportunities go in this third set, and that's huge.
In the first game and in the last game on Capriati, so it could have been over 6-1.
You're
All
absolutely
been over.
right.
But you've got to give this French girl a lot of respect.
Oh, I do. She's got a beautiful game, got all the shots, great attitude.
And out they come to play again. We're coming to the closing stages of this quarterfinal battle between Amelie Mauresmo and Jennifer Capriati. It's Mauresmo 4-3 up with the break of serve. Well, Mauresmo has maintained a reasonably high level of form here. She hasn't slipped back as she has done in previous games and previous sets.
Very impressive play here in the third set.
It's another one goes sailing by, and Mauresmo, like a ship coming into anchor, is slowly heading in. And it's going to be moored up very soon if Capriati doesn't do something special. (4-3) Mauresmo, 30 love. And serving. I almost feel it's a matter of belief now that she can win this with Capriati. Just putting the pressure on, standing in. And it works.
She clipped the line again.
And the funny thing, Kathy, she didn't even hit it hard, did she?
No,
Just placement.
she took
Look at
a
that.
short backswing, blocked the ball back, but look how that beautifully placed.
30-15. You just knew it, Kathy. I felt you knew it as well. You
I was
were
on the
holding
edge of
your
my
breath.
seat on that point.
You were hanging on to me. Isn't that incredible?
Well, Capriati returned the favor of the missing the easy smash. She saw Mauresmo, I think, guess the right way and went for a bigger angle.
That is incredible. Mauresmo is 40-15 up on her serve. She's within a whisker of taking a 5-3 lead, and Mum and Dad
You're looking pretty concerned right now.
dispirited, yeah. It's Mauresmo, 5-3, and Capriati now has to serve to stay in the match. And Cappy, just a little bit, you were talking about attitude, the comparison between the two.
Well, as we've mentioned, I mean, Mauresmo's just been very positive, even when things weren't going well for her. Very calm and collective.
Mauresmo almost out of this match in the second set. Right in it now. That's woeful. That is un-Capriati-ish.
See, this is when Capriati needs to slow down and take her time between points instead of just getting up there and rushing. She's frustrated. She should go at her own time.
Mauresmo not too concerned. Remember, she's got her serve to come, even if she doesn't win this game. 30-15 Capriati, 3-5 final set. Oh, that's a marvellous serve.
Having one of her best service games here in this third set.
All the energy being released. Third ace. Out.
40-30.
Another big point coming. Calm she is, taking her time. Jennifer isn't ready herself. She just
I think she knows that Mauresmo's taking her time, so she didn't want to get up to the line.
making Mauresmo wait now. Mauresmo is ready. She's making Mauresmo wait. Well, now this is a big second serve. Big. Oh, that's wonderful from Mauresmo.
Played a perfect point, David. Constructed it beautifully. Took her time. Had Capriati on the run. Again, sneaking to that net for the easy put away.
And it was a lovely little volley. It was an easy volley, but hey, we've seen the miss. Well, Mauresmo now is within 2 points of victory, knocking out the third seed. It's match point to Amelie Mauresmo, the only non-American left in this championship. And Karen's getting quite excited, I can tell
I am
you.
on the edge of my chair. I mean, we've had a little bit of everything out here today.
2 hours and 12 minutes have
Thank
gone
you.
by. Jennifer Capriati, who had this match in her pocket, is serving to save the match. At match point down. Well, this is drama and crisis all rolled into one. Back to deuce. Overhit it. The second match point to Amelie Mauresmo. The 10th seed, world rank number 9. Capriati, seeded 3, world rank 3. And the hush descends all around this massive stadium. Gone out. 2 match points saved.
Capriati hanging on.
But it's close. Very close. It's a double. You'd expect it, wouldn't you? It's given Mauresmo a 3rd match point. It's a 5th double from Capriati, who's getting more and more frustrated with Mauresmo because Mauresmo, well within the rules, is taking her time. Three match points saved. I can see nothing wrong with what Mauresmo's doing. She's not even taken the full 25 seconds.
You're absolutely right.
It's just Capriati wanting to rush it. Gone wide. It's a 4th match point. 4 successive match points. Now, can Mauresmo finally clinch victory here and score her 3rd successive win over Capriati this year?
Oh, terrific play by both players.
4 times Capriati has saved match point. It's on her serve. Wonderful play. She slowly but surely edged towards the net and put it away with that backhand volley.
This crowd on the edge of their seats.
Juice. Oh, would you believe it? 2 double faults in this game, and it's given Mauresmo a 5th match point. Capriati's 6th double. And this is incredible, and surely on her 5th match point, Mauresmo's going to do it, surely. Mauresmo wins on her 5th match point. All heart, she says. She's through to win it. 4-6, 7-6, got 7 points to 5 in the tiebreak, and finally 6 games to 3, breaking Capriati twice in this final set. And surely patience, good tactics, a calm approach to whatever the situation was, has won the day for the French girl, the only non-American left in the championship.